Hi guys, welcome to the Sweet Lamba podcast. My name is Temi.
So this Fayams.
My name is Kola.
Cheers.
Woo-hoo! Hi guys, how's everyone doing? How is your week been?
I'm doing good. It's so good to see you guys. Sorry I wasn't able to be available last time, but you guys look amazing. Kola, how you doing? How's your week?
My week was okay, man.
How's
It was fucked up, bro.
That's
so I had this dream that I got arrested.
Oh god.
And I went to jail and I was crying like a bitch, bro. So I actually don't know what I got arrested for. But I just
for scaling fence in vapors.
No.
Don't bring up that story because I know guys, they don't know I saw them, but I saw them scaling that face. Babes, oh, serious babes. If you see them, you won't know that they scaled friends that day. But I'm keeping my mouth shut. I'm keeping my mouth shut. I saw real babes, better babes, scaling that fence that day. I said, wow.
You just hold my Telfar for me. I want to jump the fence.
But I'm going to be nosy.
I don't know why I got arrested. But since my tax season, I just thought I got arrested because of tax fraud.
Not the IRS.
So I think I got arrested
in this life. God and the IRS, man.
But you know the funny thing is IRS when you're like there. But for us, they don't care about us.
Okay.
What are you talking about?
Like IRS, they care about guys that are making serious bar.
No, they don't. They don't.
With them.
They care about us. They care about us,
bro.
They got the situation.
Guys, the situation us. Guys that's all making serious bar.
Situation is not making serious, but what is he doing?
Anybody make it? Guy, you're sick. You know, I found out this last week that they have they just have computers and for the whole US, they have 100 staff members. So they don't care about big dogs. It's only if you do something
don't let that deceive you.
It's only if you do something so stupid that the computer can catch you. But it's not like someone is gauging and this looks fishy. If the computer catches something so foolish, obviously you go to jail.
Do you work for IRS?
No, but I'm skilled in this.
Please, I need your help because I want.
You don't know what to feel because if you feel the wrong one, you'll be amongst the stupid.
Amongst the arrested.
So
yours will not be a dream. Please,
go and fill out your tax.
Someone tax should give us ad money. We just give them free plugs.
Okay.
Someone tax big parcels.
Don't worry about it. They don't need us.
I'll give them our market, our diaspora young Nigerians market.
Okay, now.
They don't need us.
Now.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm going to be a bit nosy. What did you guys do for Valentine's Day? I know Kola wants ours. Another one.
Kola answer. No, Kola is in better position to answer.
Bro, I'm not in any position, bro. I'm not in any position. Please, let's be guided.
I just think a little bit. Just send some girls some things, but for nothing, of course. I stayed home. But I wanted them to feel the love from afar. You know, that's
Angela, let me tell you how I know you're lying. Because Angela said that he will pay some episodes ago. Angela said he will pay for my I just got a message from
saying that it
expired. I said, wow, that's crazy.
Do you know what's funny?
I gave your money to another girl for her toes.
Do you know what's funny?
Do you know what's funny?
That mean? Huh? Right after the episode, I spoke to Angela and Angela said, actually,
this person you're talking about.
I spoke to Solstice Fames and he said, I'm not actually going to decline the request. I'm just going to wait for it to expire.
Wow.
so it seems like that's his hobby.
So that's your MO.
Anyway.
So be like, oh, you didn't see it, or
just getting this.
That's actually
been off my phone for the last 2 months.
And just a disclaimer, Angela is so blown that he's verified on Cash App.
He is. You know, you actually verified. I wanted to ask you. I was like, "Dude, is that verified?"
That is how much bro I've sent to girls for that. So That's literally what it is. That's the only explanation I have anything. I don't know. I'm just like, is there a way to trade your Insta for your Cash App verification? I'll be okay with that. I don't need to be verified on Cash App. Just give me the blue tick on Insta.
Nothing for you.
Angela, I don't even know what to tell you because I feel like you're just talking now until I see money in my account.
Meant to be verified. You know this is facts. You know this is facts.
Okay, I've heard.
But tell me how was your week? Tell me how was your Valentine's?
How was your Valentine's?
That's a bit. I'm joking. No, it was all right. You know, my friend came over and we took pictures. I went pole dancing the day before. You know, one or two niggas sent me some really cute things.
One or two after your PSA?
Guy, can you imagine? No, everyone that I was going to hassle because of my PSA, I just allowed because one guy was yanning me all the things I wanted to hear. So I kind of just
shout out to that guy.
Yeah, shout out to Ben.
Yeah, I don't implicate someone that has a people.
But yeah, that was that. Anyway, guys, let's move on.
Before we move on, just a quick question. Kola, what did you actually do?
Guy, please, free this pee now. You're acting like Vlad, bro.
No. They say you the best.
This guy is so secretive.
Yeah, my parents have told me that before.
That you should be secretive.
Yeah, I swear, bro.
But is that you should be that you are?
No, I am.
My friends have told me that too, guys. I actually don't tell people stuff, guys.
Yeah.
Y'all
That's how the press gets you.
I'm not secretive, but like I forget what people tell me. So I don't tell people other people's speech because I forget. Like
you would think the way me and this guy Jan that we actually tell each other things, but like literally all our conversations are like half, and then they'll be like, no, all our conversations will get to the juicy part, and they'll be like, I can't tell you that.
I can't feel that.
I'd hate that. Anyway, guys, let's move on.
Let's get small chopping.
Ew, why'd you say it like that?
Yeah, why are you throwing us off? Let's get into this shit, bro.
That's why I said let's get small chopping.
The small chops, you know.
The puff, the sambunsa, the spring road. Let's get
the moi moyas
as a dessert. Let's get into it.
Please don't even start that right now. Anyway, so first off, we're gonna talk about Boosie talking about Lori Harvey, and all I have to say is that okay, so context is Kola, I feel like you should give context.
Okay. Bro, this please don't be calling me out like that. But
no,
Boosie went on Vlad, of course, his very famous Vlad TV interviews, and he said for some reason they were talking about
those guys are dating because it's always there.
I swear, bro.
Maybe fucking on the low.
just in time for Valentine's. But Boosie was on Vlad, and for some reason they were talking about Lori Harvey's body count. And Boosie said he won't marry, he will fuck Lori Harvey, but he won't marry her. And then like people on Twitter went crazy. Like, no, does Lori Harvey even want Boosie in the first place? Like that was a question most people were asking. And then Boosie now uploaded a video kind of responding to the backlash, saying that, guys should give credit to babes that stick by their men that maybe cheated and all that. They should give credit to those people as opposed to giving credit to someone that's, in his words, being passed around by people in the industry. So what are your thoughts on that?
I'd like to go first.
Let me just say all I have to say on
objective though.
Yeah. What?
Be objective though.
Shut up. Anyway, firstly, people say that Lori Harvey is being passed around by all these guys, but the truth of the matter is, she is in the social circle, guy. Those are the people. Those are like, that's literally the caliber of people she's going to end up dating anyway. That's one. Two, we know. Okay, she's dated what, 4 or 5 people. Okay, what's it? Why you said her body count is high? How do you know who she's fucking? Oh, you know about 1-2 relationships. She's fucking everybody. Like, even if she's fucking everybody, what is Boosie's business? Boosie needs to focus on how
Boosie's body count is probably like hondos.
He needs to focus on how he's going to feed his children because he hasn't dropped a hit in God knows how long.
I was talking Temi.
I
said objective.
Wait, I'm
agenda
not done.
The agenda.
I'm not done. I'm actually not done. How can you cut me off like that? I'm actually not done. Going. Secondly, he hired strippers to fuck his 12-year-old son, and he admitted that instead of you to focus on, letting your children be children, you're there literally sexually assaulting them. Like, that is sexual assault. Like, there's no reason for you to be paying strippers to fuck your 12-year-old. Huh?
Statutory rape.
Exactly.
How do you know
like, that's not even, like, that is not okay. Like, Boosie needs to relax. And he also said that, we're
but hold on, this is what I'm saying. Like, why are we who have lost sight of what we're talking about? We're talking about this specific situation. I'm talking about his son that's 12 from like years ago. Like, let's focus here.
But he needs to focus on his family and leave Lori Harvey alone. First of all, he doesn't even have Steve Harvey's money to be talking about his daughter anyhow. Focus on your own kids. How are you talking on other people's kids like that? Like, you focus on your own children. She's not even his mates. Like, first of all, he's so ugly. Who the fuck? She's never gonna fuck him. Like, if we're being 100% here, he doesn't even have enough money to even come near her.
Boosie is finer than Future.
No, he's not. Don't ever say that.
First
of all, Angela,
you know that. Kola knows that. All our listeners know that.
If Kola
will never be considered a fine person by anybody.
Future is fine as hell. And he talk. Yes. Angela, you shouldn't talk.
Money stops nonsense.
Yeah, anyway, Future is fine. And he's tall as hell. Future is not bad looking at all. Like, what? Anyway, and you're calling that ugly. Anyway, let me go back to what I was saying. Boosie needs to focus on how he's going to feed his kids. Stop trying to sue Facebook. I don't know why he tried to sue Mark Zuckerberg that whole time.
Because they kicked him off Instagram.
That guy, he needs to just focus on what he's doing him. Like, how are you coming to talk about a 23-year-old, I mean 24-year-old, what she's doing with her life? Like, also, I've also muted the word Lori Harvey on Twitter because I'm tired. You guys need to get lives. Like, I've said this before. Like, you guys need to get lives and free this baby alone. We haven't had her speak. We don't know what she sounds like, but everybody's
speaking on her.
Everyone has a think piece. Everyone, like, what is it? So, I'm done. But Boosie had he should focus on how he's going to feed his children. Like, I don't know why he's talking. And yeah, that's all I had to say on Boosie. And he said
had a few things to say.
That was more than a few. But like when I even saw the interview initially, like I put on my TV, I was just on YouTube, and like I felt like watching the interview, so I went to Vlad, and I saw the interview. I was like, I watched the first like 10 seconds. I'm like, why the fuck am I watching this? Like, why are they talking about Lori Harvey? Like, why? And I understand that his interviews are not about his music or anything related to kind of him. Like, he just talks about random stuff. But why? Like, why are you talking about Lori Harvey? Why are two of you talking about Lori Harvey? So I turned that shit off. But then I saw it on Twitter, and then we said we're going to talk about it. So I watched the video, and it was a waste of my time.
Sorry, you wasted minutes.
So just to pick up on a couple of points Temi made, when you said these are her circles, so therefore I hate the term passed around because I don't know, it just has
that doesn't make any
derogatory connotation to it. But the fact that you're in someone's circle doesn't mean that you can't be passed around the circle. Like, that's just like, I hope we all understand that and that can be possible. But I still don't like that term passed around because I think that's just it's so, you never say a guy is passed around, so I don't think we should be talking about passed around. And in terms of what Kola said about body counts, we all know that there's always been double standard. Boosie can have 1,000, Lori Harvey has 10. People are going to talk about that, you know that. And in terms of Boosie hasn't had a hit in a while, I was saying that there are many artists that don't make their money off hits. They don't need hits to be rich. And there are lots of these artists that don't have hits that are richer than your hit making.
I swear, Boosie's the US 28 notes. On God.
Like, Boosie is making a lot of money off of social media.
That's why I wanted to sue Mark.
off of Instagram, off of like Boosie's making enough money and is well connected in the industry. He's good. Doesn't need to be dropping hits. So I don't think that's a fair.
I'm not saying that he has to. Sorry.
To bring up.
I know how Boosie makes money. I'm just saying he needs to focus on other things. Like maybe he should focus on making music, just something, and making money and making more money, because it makes no sense why you're talking about a 24-year-old at his big age. Like, try and get, like, why are you?
I get it.
Talking about it, babe.
The child is Boosie. I said the girl hasn't touched 50, bro.
Okay.
Like,
what does that have to do with anything? The people that are in the news or that are talking about pop culture stuff, we talk about her. Joe Budden, the Breakfast Club, all the people that talk about culture,
I have a point on that.
Her. It doesn't matter how old or young she is.
I saw a snippet of Joe Budden podcast, and Joe Budden said that the relationship is fake because like it just sounds like a fucking fantasy that he gave Hermie stock to her.
Amen.
in an aquarium. They were watching turtles. Can you tell what fucking Cinderella type shit is that, bro?
What I tell you, the reason why I listen to Joe Budden because Joe Budden has been in the industry,
not real.
And Joe Budden, the way I tell you guys stuff, and like, you're always hating, you're always saying inorganic. Joe Budden has been in the industry, knows how these things go. So when he says it will sound crazy, and then later in like maybe 2 months, you hear that something happened, they're not together again. All these things, seen it all, heard it all.
You know what Joe Budden said, I don't care if he's right or wrong, but see how he said that it seems like a fairy. Why can't Black women have fairy tale love? That's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to expand on that. I'm not going to talk about that. I'm going to move on to the next.
This is the month for that. This is the month for that. If any month, this is the month for that.
All they know is suffer head. Anyway.
This is the month for Black women to have fairy tale love. Black History Month.
Speaking of people that are suffering, Meek Mill and Tekashi are clearly suffering from
boredom.
Some type of sickness.
So
what the hell is going on?
Just for context, Meek Mill claims that Tekashi 6ix9ine was waiting for him outside. Was it a restaurant?
Claims because it's tax season.
Outside the club.
No, I'm just an insurance guy. That's why.
Okay, you use your lingos. I like it.
But he claims that Tekashi was waiting for him outside the club or restaurant and just wanted drama, just for social media type shit. And he came out and Tekashi gave him some lyrics, something to take home. Temi can expand on souvenir.
God, I actually hate him. So Tekashi, pulled up on Meek Mill and said the exact lyrics. I got my on fire. I don't need security in the club. And as many of you know, that's lyrics to one of my favorite songs of recent by Shiesty, Back in Blood. And it's just like, guy, why the hell did that guy say?
No, sis, why you look so frowned up?
Like, I was just like, why did that guy, like, of all things for that guy to say, it was just so somehow Meek should have said that.
But you know that is promo.
Okay, we're ending this.
The label paid 5 million.
Yeah, why would you Tekashi of all the people? Why would those lyrics be the ones he comes up with?
Because it was relevant. He didn't have security when he was there at the club, dear.
These are the types of things I'm saying.
Okay, so Angela's theory is that Pusha Ice-T's label or whatever.
I didn't say that, but I'm saying there's something fishy there. Because why Pusha Ice-T? Like, this guy, how big is he?
He has one of the biggest songs in the country.
Trust me, 6ix9ine will never do anything to raise another person's profile or help another person if it does not involve helping himself.
Until I go and be friends with 6ix9ine for our sake. I'll be so
when that happens, we're going up out of here. You won't be able to catch me on this spot no more.
Because we're tired. We're honestly tired. We're
going to do the Billy or the Gummo remix. And we're out of here.
Guy, wow. But yeah, Meek guy is just so raz. Like, did you see that? Like, this is
only person that thinks this. Never seen the same man can look into them. This guy raz.
Okay, so
no, the guy he's too active on social media. We don't need that right now.
Him and Justin LeBoy, like, he runs that account with that guy. Like, no one can tell me again. Like, he's not running that account. No, there was even a time that he actually had the password to that account and he was doing Ask Meek on that account. Like, that guy, Did you see that thread that Babe made of things that make me, when I'm sad, I just look at Meek Mill's falling off, and it's the video of him falling off the stairs, the one with the fries on his legs in the swimming pool.
Yeah, that
why do people laugh about that piece so much? I don't get it.
Because guy, what the hell? There was no play. Guy, imagine being coming out of the water.
And you are coming from your lap.
And you put the fries on your lap. Are you mad?
Yeah, that was not that crazy. The way people were making that piece, that was not that crazy.
No. That's ridiculous. Angela, that's what you do.
No, I saw it. I was like, why are people going so crazy about it? It's just fries on his lap, man.
With chlorine on his leg. Now, fuck that guy for that thing. Another babe said that anytime she's sad, she goes to report Meek Mill's account. And I was like, I understand. I understand. Anyway,
no, let me do this one. Let me do this one, Temi.
Yeah, sorry.
Because guys have told me that my transitions are bad. Speaking of people at odds, Kim filed for divorce from Kanye.
Oh my God.
No, you guys rate me out of 10.
Why did you come up with odds?
You tried.
Meek and Tekashi were at odds now.
No, you tried.
I was like that though, but it's better than usual. No. On to our next topic, Kim and Kanye. That's better than that. So
you need to fuck off.
Angela, that's so. I mean, Solstice. That's so rude.
I'm sorry about that. What do we think about that though? 7 years in, respect.
Kim tried, man. That guy lost his. Once that guy started running for president for real, like he was taking himself seriously. I don't know how she stayed with that nigga. I was like,
what does for better or for worse mean?
This isn't what. This is what.
That should be coming with a clause, cause
this is for better or for worse, not for worse.
I mean, I feel
marriage worse.
It's been in the media for a while, so it's not as surprising as.
Yeah, no, I wasn't surprised. I mean, they were already separated.
So yeah, I thought that was a pit that happened before, and everyone's going crazy about it.
No,
but they have 4 kids together. Like this was kind of a pretty successful relationship based on like most of what we see in the industry.
Chris Jenner has to do something with it, but I feel like also because I feel like it's also like really a finance thing. Because I think
Kim is probably going to be a billionaire after this.
No, I can't. No, not even that. I feel like Kanye's finances, something was going to happen, but like in California, that's why they got separated first. In California, you know how everything is 50-50 between you and your...
That's why I moved to Wyoming and you don't
No.
We don't do that over here.
No, but if... I'm not 100% sure. But like I know that if you file for separation, they can't like it doesn't, your finances are separate. So I feel like they had to file for separation before had to file for something. I can't remember what it was. I know someone was explaining it to me. And I was like, oh, makes sense. But Kris Jenner obviously mastermind behind this because the final season of Keeping Up with the Kardashians has the divorce unfolding before. So as the
devil works hard, but
Kris Jenner is working harder.
Hold on.
He is working harder. I mean, I don't really have much to say. Kim really tried. That guy was going crazy.
I'm going Kanye crazy. I'm going
Speaking
Kanye
of people,
people going crazy. What about Florence?
No. You should have used my segue again. Speaking of people at odds.
No, I was going to say people that are going crazy.
Going crazy before our eyes. Florence.
Actually,
why you guys think couples going crazy?
Anybody that can record themselves
actually
crying
not.
is going
She's
crazy.
not. I'm going to defend Copy.
Anybody that can pick up their phone and record themselves crying is going crazy.
Okay, but like I'm doing that sometimes.
Post on social media.
Post it though. I keep it for myself. So like,
when I come back to social media, if I ever see a video of you, Temi.
That memories thing, I see when I was crying.
Crying when you were going through.
So I just be like, oh, I'm in a better place. I will never
see a video
post
of you on my TL, Temi, crying about
no.
I'm being legit, guy.
I will never post a video of me crying. I literally keep it for myself, so Snap memories can remind me a year after that. You see, you were crying.
A year ago, you were crying over Tom.
Who did? Not fucking Tom.
Ben. Yeah, why you always?
She's with Ben now.
Do you know why Angela is always bringing these white names?
Don't dare to say that.
Why?
Don't dare to say that.
Oh?
Nah, you guys need to tell me why. I'm intrigued.
No, I brought this agenda to the pod before. I need not repeat myself.
Okay, because Angela don't like black women.
Temi is sick, bro.
Temi don't
like black women. I forgot. He thinks we're like him.
So up this month.
This is my least favorite month of the year.
Wait, what were we even talking about? Copy. Okay, I'm going to defend Copy in this sense. If my daddy had that much money, I would not do shit. I would sit down and cross my leg and sleep. But I guess she's doing something. What I don't like is pink hair and red clothing. I hate pink and red as a combination. I hate seeing pink and red. It upsets me.
I swear you were wearing red yesterday now.
This is not pink on your head right now.
Red together.
This is not pink on your head right now.
And you can't wear red. You can't do that. You can't.
It gets you upset.
And wear red. It upset. Guy, they clash. This is the ugliest sight. It's you just don't do it. I'm not going to talk anymore about that. But branding. Also,
branding.
She also, was challenging
before I get you. Like, her sister is also doing things and not just sitting at home.
I know,
doing
that's why they're better than
nicely.
me.
You understand? Like, bro, her sister is like not making a fool of herself every week.
I feel like Copy is just having fun.
Yeah.
But Green Light was really good. Like, I gave like Copy the benefit of doubt because Green Light was actually a really good song. But then again,
because Alaji wrote it.
But then again, techno. Then again, techno.
So people said Copy books Zlatan for a charity event. She didn't pay him. She also didn't pay for the hotel. And
for the song Gelato.
And also they said Copy paid Rema with Jollof. Additionally, someone on DM.
Did you see when that guy was apologizing to Copy after that? They said after Davido said, "I get guys in the barrack."
So it was one of Davido's guys that came out and kind of gave us.
Is it Israel?
Yes, insider info, and she said she's gonna sue him. So
and he had to come back and just
came out to do some.
Do you know why that was so
corporate
funny?
plea?
That guy actually, when my Insta was private, that guy actually followed me. So I deleted the request so fast. I was like, what the hell? I was like,
he had to come out with a corporate plea.
But Copy was performing one time recently and she was wearing red and she had her pink hair. And she was chowing Jollof. What was doing Copy is really not doing us. Copy doesn't have a problem. That's why. Because somebody that has problem, they're not eating jollof rice. Wow. They're not eating jollof rice.
Is it right that someone with that amount of financial backing can decide not to compensate people for their work?
That's how.
You don't know how the industry is, man. You really don't know at the end.
Okay, so why do you think Zlatan said he doesn't know who Copy is?
That nigga said,
I think do you know what the issue might be? Huh? Do you know what
is he an artist?
Do you know what the issue might be? The issue might be the fact that Copy actually has a lot of money. Because if so, for instance, Zlatan went for Dio show, I don't think Zlatan would have expected Dio to pay him. At least that's my expectation. I don't know what actually happened, but I feel like just because of the fact that it's Copy, then you say, that's too much value. She dropped back. That's what I think. That might be.
Yeah, but think about it. If put yourself in the shoes of, let's say you're whatever you do. Okay, let's say you're a consultant. You do your actual consulting. I need you to do a job for me.
Yeah, don't put my job out there, bro.
So I need you to do a little thing for me. Maybe it takes like 10 hours of your week or something. And I ask you.
That's $3,000.
Yeah. And then after we're now like negotiating and you like give me a discount or you allow me to pay like a really low, like less than market value price. If someone like say Target or something comes to you to do a quick thing, will you even think twice about telling them your main price? Take it or leave it.
I mean, I feel like they should have signed some shit.
Copying Target though.
Like, I don't know. I actually, you know what? Not only do I not know, I also don't care.
I know contracts are also probably not a big thing in Nigeria, because I can just imagine many people doing word of mouth agreements and then later on being like, "Oh, you've never paid me for whatever."
That's why Scales signed 100 million pounds release clause.
I'm sorry?
Scales no.
Scales could only be released from his label if he paid 100 million pounds.
Pounds sterling. Those people are going to hell. Have you seen 100 million pounds before? They're actually bastards.
Like Lionel Messi.
Oh God.
100 million pounds.
That is crazy.
How have you guys felt seeing social media lately? People going crazy about the weather stuff in the South, having lived majority of your lives in Nigeria.
I understand where you're coming from.
Yes, we had a conversation prior to this pod, and we're at odds because the situation in Texas.
Odds. Is that the name of this episode? Is that your favorite word now? At odds and this and odd, even and odd. What are you talking about today?
This is the statistics term, but
okay. You study for exam.
Yeah, I'm studying for an exam, but the difference between what like we went through in Nigeria and what's going on in Texas is the fact that it's winter. Like, it's one thing to not have power. In Nigeria, for the most part, is hot. But it's one thing to not have power and heat, and it's one thing to not have power when it's so cold. So that's where the issue is, and that's why I think people have that problem. And speaking of Texas,
what am I wearing right now?
You wearing jackets and not wanting to put on your heating has nothing to do with the fucking winter. First of all, let me tell you why.
I cost it so much. Sometimes I don't on my fridge.
Wow.
Just to save electricity.
Okay. Anyway, let me tell you why what's happening is actually really bad. Is because one, their houses are not built for this type of weather because they don't have this type of weather. Two, they cannot access water. Their water is frozen. So they can't do anything. Like, it's one thing saying that, in Nigeria, they take lights in Nigeria. We have generators and all these things because in Nigeria, you have to do everything for yourself. And these people were not built or accustomed to have these things that we have to help ourselves. In Nigeria, you have your own. Most people have their own. Well, people are fortunate enough to have their own water supply type thing. You're not depending on the government for your water supply, because it's not going to happen. These people depend on the government. They depend on these private equity companies to supply them water, to do all these things, and it's not working. So it's very different from when you've been given something and it's taken away and you're acting like, but like there's no light in Nigeria. At least in Nigeria, last, you will find water, there's breeze, and it's not as cold. It is freezing. People are dying of the cold because, one, they're not prepared for this. It's never this cold where they are. So they don't even have the jackets that Angela has, because Angela is in Boston. So he has, maybe they have one or two jackets, but it's never this cold. So Angela's coming from Boston where it's cold and it's always snowing. And these guys that don't even see snow, you're expecting them to have puffer jackets, or you expect them to have Canada Goose to be giving them warm when they don't need it. How can you now come and say,
Where your duvet? Where your duvet?
You wouldn't need a thick duvet when you live in the heat. Like, it's like, guy, if it should snow in Dubai today, those guys will not know what is going on because they're not built for that. Maybe Dubai is built for that. They have the technology there.
Let me pick up on the point that you made. You said these guys are not built for that. So my question to you is, if there were Niger people, or there obviously are Niger people in Texas, but like people that live in Nigeria, if they were in Texas, just juxtaposed, how would they take this situation?
They'll be like, obviously they still would be upset because, one, when you're moving here, you're not expecting to not have the things that you came here for. I understand they'll be like, they're used to not having power. So that one, okay, cool. But the things that come with not having power, they're not used to that. In Nigeria, when you don't have power, okay, let's say your generator is not working. Last, you sleep with the window open. Maybe there's small breeze that's coming in and out. So you can wear less clothes and whatnot. I'm not saying that being hot is not a bad thing, and everything, especially if you live in Lagos. So Angela and I were fighting, saying that it's not humid in Nigeria. It's actually humid. It's actually, when we talk about the whole of Nigeria, especially the north, it is very humid. But as for Lagos, it ain't that humid because there's the fucking ocean right there and there's breeze. So I'm speaking from that point of view. There's water there. So yeah, so if you're in from Niger and you're in Texas, you're not used to it being so cold, snowing, and there's no power to keep you warm. You're not used to that, especially when you didn't plan for it to be that cold ever. It's never been that cold before. They're not built for that now. Nothing is, but guy, they don't have snow tires. They don't have anything. Their cars are sliding, and people's cars are you don't know what to do.
Yeah, I saw a video of that shit. That shit is tough.
People's cars are just sliding on their ones, and you're coming to say, but you guys didn't have lights in. Like, what? That's dumb as hell.
Just a quick point of correction. In the north, say like let's take Kano, the average humidity is about 30%, and the average humidity of Lagos is about 85%. So just a quick point of correction there. But I'll leave that for later. Kola, what are your thoughts on this situation?
I still think your point is stupid, Angela.
So. Google is your best friend.
whatever you have to say, there's sharp breeze, and people are not like up north is more desert.
You think there's less breeze up north?
I'm not saying that there isn't, but it's more desert like up there.
And cooler.
Whatever. As I was saying, I would rather be in Niger with no power. I would rather be in Niger with no power than being in the fucking cold with no power, where it's snow.
But in conclusion, just shout out to everyone in tech. No shout out. What the fuck?
Oh yeah, I had to go to you. I had
to go to everyone in tech, especially the buddies. Thanks.
Oh my god.
Yeah, buddies they used to walk for.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna take a trip soon.
Like,
I'll send them my jackets.
Don't answer him. Use these things. When he pulls up, you need to beat his ass. You need to beat him up. Speaking of people that beat up people's wait, I was actually saying something.
Does it beat?
Speaking of people that beat down other people's confidence.
Oh boy.
Oh! I was gonna go there.
Segway day. What way? Segway.
Kevin Samuels is, to give context, because Kola don't know shit about this.
He doesn't do his own work.
Kevin Samuel. So at first, when I saw like his videos on the TL, I thought it was like a skit, and I thought it was funny because like, wow, this is funny. But Kevin Samuels is a man that has, I think, a YouTube channel, a YouTube channel radio show, I think so, and people call in to ask him questions and talk about like their confidence. Mostly women, Black heterosexual women are calling this man to ask him for his advice on like how they should attain a high value man, or how they are the prize and whatnot type thing. And in one of his videos, a woman called in and was saying that she's stingy with the way she gives out sex. And what did you say?
Nothing.
I don't say some dumb shit, bro. Like,
no, I said her package.
Oh, okay. I'm screaming. He was like, and she was like,
I didn't want to say box. That sounds so derogatory. A package.
What is the difference, guy?
When you say USPS don't bring a box, they bring your package.
Anyway, there's no. I'm sorry. What was I saying again? Yeah. So she was like, yeah, that she's stingy with giving sex, and he was like, oh, are you with your daughter's father? And she said, no, I never married him. He was now like, so you're a baby mama, and you're being stingy with the package, that you should be offering it up. So now you want to be stingy after you've given up your womb. After you've given up your womb to another man. I was just like, firstly, why would you let someone talk to you like that?
That's my first question. Like, how do people get to that level where they are an authority on, like, women are actually going to ask them, like, who is this guy? How did that start? I'm so confused.
I'm yet to know where he came from and how he thinks this is okay. But then again, women call him constantly, different types of women. There was one time that there was one guy that called him and he said that he doesn't like approaching women. And the man said, how tall are you? And he said, I'm like 5'10". And he was like, well, how much did you weigh the last time you checked? He was like, about 210, 205. He was like, oh, so you a fat nigga. I was like, ha. I said, yeah. He was not like, what, how much do you make a year? He said about like 30 something thousand. He was like, oh, so you're fat and you're broke and you expect women to come and meet you. He was like, I was like, yeah, this is just, I just feel like nobody should put their back for the women that call him and women that think it's okay to be going to men for advice. I don't think there's a problem with women going to men for advice, but the truth of the matter is nobody knows what the fuck they're saying if we're being 100%. Like, you can't, like, look at Sierra now. Like, she had a child.
Do you know how nuts that whole P is? Like, every time I think to the fact that Sierra was with Future, like, my head can't even... I can't wrap my head around it, because just seeing how their relationship is now, I'm just like, what was Sierra doing then? Was she in a phase?
How did she end up with that man? How did she end up with that man? Like, type thing. Like, she had a whole ass child for him. And look at her now. She has 3... Does she have 3 kids for Russell? She has a beautiful family with Russell. Yeah. I don't know how many kids they have, but that man keeps getting her pregnant.
And he overloves her.
And he just shows her so much love and everything. And it's one of those things where, like, you cannot be putting your worth in what anyone... I don't even know who gave this man the authority to tell people. Like, even that guy that he was telling, oh, you're a fat nigga type thing. Like, who are you to be telling people that, 1, they're fat, 2, they're ugly, 2... Like, if you know your worth, you know your worth, and no one can take that from you. Like, don't be... Black...
Word.
Heterosexual women are the weakest link. No, they're not the weakest link. They're like the weakest link. No, black men are definitely the weakest link. Then black heterosexual women are just right there.
They're vying for the top spot.
They're like right there. No. Black men will forever be the weakest link. Let's start with that. Then the heterosexual girls are right there. But yeah, I was just like, how can you let this man talk to you like that? It actually, like, it's not funny when you think about it in actuality. Like, these people are actually calling him to ask him actual questions, and he's literally insulting them to their face. But to me, it was comical, because how the hell would you let somebody talk to you like that? Are you mad?
And you know how crazy it is? Like, I feel like what we're doing is we're giving someone like this guy a lot more. The outrage on social media is helping him.
Oh yeah, of course. But I just thought it was comical.
It's like Charlemagne. You're not supposed to talk about when people say wild things. You're just supposed to not talk about.
But then the truth of the matter is, we're always going to fall for that trap naturally. Like, we're always going to end up talking about things that really and truly we shouldn't be adding fuel to the fire, but we end up doing that naturally. Anyway, speaking of people,
that was nice and awesome. I love
starting fires.
How did that fire start?
Because back in the day, they probably had to start fires with match.
You're talking about your people. Kola's people.
On the TL,
what are you talking about?
There was a thing about millennials versus Gen Z, and it first started off actually with Zikoko. They put out an article.
The starters of everything stupid.
I actually really...
Yes, everything stupid, you find it on that platform.
No, but I actually thoroughly enjoy Zikoko. Like, I love that website. Like, I love their content. Like, shout out to them for real. Anyway, they put out an article, and it was a lot of Gen Z kids just, giving their opinions on millennials and, going off on them. Said some hurtful things, and like, those guys got angry, those old guys, and it started a huge back and forth. I remember someone saying that millennials stayed up past 12 because it was paining them. as per they were aware, but they knew they were going to wake up at 8 a.m. in the morning. I can't remember what they said. I just lost my train of thought.
Bantering someone for being employed.
No. Then they started bantering them. No. Then they started bantering them for being unemployed as well. Like, so they were like, oh, Gen Z out here talking, but they're not employed. That all they know is codeine. They now say, why does Gen Z look older than Gen Z's aesthetic is old school Nollywood, 90s Nollywood movies. That's all they know.
That's Gen Z. That is just all fine.
No codeine.
They said it's codeine.
Too funny,
they said it's codeine. No, it was just a lot of funny tweets. And honestly, I can't, I'm sorry, my brain is not here, you guys. I don't know. I'm looking at something. Give me 1 second. Okay, yeah. Sorry guys, I lost my train of thought. Yeah, it was very funny. Some people took it personal, but those were like the old people. Like one old man just came and was like
40 plus.
Well, yeah, that guy definitely has to be like in his 40s. First of all, that guy should not be on the internet at all. What are you doing on Twitter at 40? Like, what is even that?
People at 40 is a fool.
Why do people do that? Why do you guys do that? Why you age people?
What are you doing? Go and feed
Twitter.
Yeah. Social media prefect.
Go and feed your kids. Why are you on the internet? Guy was like, he gave us one huge thesis, like, this is what's wrong. Both generations, we shouldn't be backing and we shouldn't be fighting each other. What gain do we get? This, that. Man, if you don't shut the fuck up, if you don't. Honestly, as someone that was born between the years 1995 to 97, we really don't have a side to be on. So we were just looking at you guys.
What was funny? What was funny to you?
Guy, both sides were killing me.
What were the ones you remember?
Wait, I need to actually find the tweets. Give me 1 second. There was one that I actually yelled. I actually screamed and I said, nah, they didn't need to talk to I think it was even my friend. He was playing both sides. So like he's 25 and he was just playing both sides because he could say Gen Z, that's how millennials do XYZ, and like he was parts. But then wait, let me look for
Kola, which ones were good to you?
I mean, I saw some, but it was just most of them were pictures. I wasn't really. There was one picture of FK that was going around.
Oh yeah, yeah, I didn't like that. I was like,
what captions are they?
It was Yoruba boy said, help me save this number on my phone. She was holding a phone like this. I mean, some of them were funny with pictures like that, but I wasn't really following it like that.
It was so funny, and I would love to actually find those tweets and laugh about it, but I would also be lying if I actually want to look at my screen for that long. I'm hungry. I drank a lot last night, sorry.
Yeah, I don't know why there's just always, I don't know, it feels like there's just always a thing. Like, why is there always a big thing on social media? Can't guys just like, just have a day where they just like look at the news and just... But
it was funny. It wasn't like... It was so lighthearted, like it never was.
It's always lighthearted, but why is there always a thing? Like I feel like if you're not on social media one day, there'll be some big thing that you miss. Like why is there always a big, like who's like, is there someone that's just orchestrating, making sure there's always a big thing every day?
Angela, firstly, most of us
visible hands.
We're also like stuck at home.
He's a CEO. He works 80 hours. He works 80 hour weeks. That's why he doesn't have time for things. Like
Do I look like my dream girl?
Sorry. The rest of us are just... Anyway.
If you guys knew what this guy just said.
I didn't even hear what he said. What did he say?
I speak, I'm in big trouble.
What did he say?
I said he's working 80-hour weeks. He said, do I look like my dream girl?
Oh, wow.
But anyway.
The insiders of inside jokes.
I don't even know what that means to do with any... Anyway...
So actually, before we're done with our small chops. The Eja Nla of today, just a simple question. I want to just get takes from you, Kola, takes from you, Temi, where you guys stand on this topic. So would you rather be a felon, convicted felon, or an international student? I'll give you like half a second to think about where you want to go with. And
I don't think international, please. Sorry,
international
felon.
student.
No, felon, please.
You wanna be a felon? Okay.
Convicted.
Convicted
felon.
Okay. Give us
blacklisted on the no-flight list. Also.
Give us a little bit of context. We have a warrant out for you.
Firstly,
Temi, give us your answer first.
Yeah, would you rather be a felon or an international student?
I think I would rather be an international student.
Damn.
Lovely that we have both sides here.
It's because you have a blue passport. That's why.
You don't know the struggle. This is a hypothetical for you. This is not real life.
Nah, this is one a reality for me. I'm on a reality.
Give us a little bit of a.
Not Kola singing.
Man, just being international is fucked up, bro. That's the nicest way to put it. Just in terms of jobs, employment alone. Once they ask you, do you now or in the future?
No. When you feel everything.
No. You not feel that. You
not feel everything.
No, just beginning. First
question 1
to 5. One of the first 5 questions. Do you now or in the future need sponsorship? My heart starts to beat. I'm having heart palpitations.
This is real life. So
this is real life. But once I see that question, I know, wow.
Say you won't leave.
Why in trouble?
Real life is for living, but for life we give is not free.
I want to know that Jungle Jones things. Once I see that question, I start shaking.
You don't need me anymore for which to pick.
No, because that's one of the toughest decisions like I faced in my whole life.
Yeah.
Do I lie or do I tell them the truth?
Yeah. That's the hardest question on the application. Not your resume, not your why do you want to work here. Not the technical interview question. Is that question?
The question is, do I lie or do I lie?
Do I lie now? Do I go and make coffee, come back and lie?
But just in general, that question, just based on that question alone, they might not even see
which would you rather pick? So would you now or in the future be in need of any sort of sponsorship? Yes or no? Or have you previously been convicted of a felony? Which of these questions would you answer yes to?
I mean, if you've been convicted of a felony, does that not mean that like you're American?
Yes. No. Yes. Because if you have been convicted of a felony and you're out and you're international, you'll be back in your own country.
Yeah, exactly.
So you must.
Yeah.
They would have shipped their nigga back. I mean, so for you to be a felon, you must be an international. You must be a citizen.
Which is why you
also
be a felon.
Is you are more employable as a felon, I believe, because they believe people can change. But you can't change your nationality, like except you marry a US girl. But besides that,
you can change.
But that question, and once you lie, you've entered a portal. Because when they do your background check, they're gonna ask you where do you live in the last 5 years, and you're gonna put fucking Yaba, and they are gonna come for you, bro. What were you doing in Nigeria? I was just going on a mission trip.
Just spreading the word. Give us a little bit of anything you have. Remember anecdotes.
Okay, I have a quick one. So I applied for an internship, right? And they asked that question, and well, I gave them an answer on the application, and then I got a phone interview. This was for an internship, and I killed it, of course. And they asked the question again, and I gave them an answer again, as I should.
Yeah.
They flew me to their office in Minnesota. They asked the question again. I looked them in the eye, and I gave them an answer again. So that's a hat trick for me. 3 answers, same answer.
You have to maintain your consistency.
The truth, yeah, you have to maintain your truth in the answer. I can't speak on that. But I gave them the same answer 3 times. I flew back to where I was, like to college. They called me like a week later. They said, "Oh wow, we found out that we're willing to give you this offer. We're extending the offer." They told me to pay. They told me that they'll pay for my house, and I said, "Shit, this is a crazy one." But prior to that, I was speaking to my dad about this whole because my internship search was very depressing. To say the least, it was very depressing. Just
talk about that in
just because of the international student thing, it was very depressing. And to finally have that breakthrough was nice. But I was speaking to my dad about it.
Sounded like his testimony. He said to finally have that breakthrough.
It's a testimony now because I have a job. But if not, I've been collecting courses on them.
Is that what you were dreaming about when you were crying? Internship sex?
Bro, I have PTSD on God, man. Anytime. That's why we talk about that.
That time was tough because I remember we used to yell and then this guy was so down. It was down bad.
But my dad was just telling me, I think the question was, do you need sponsorship? And the real answer to that is no, I don't, because when you apply for an internship, you don't need sponsorship. So my dad was, just tell them that you're international and all that. Like my dad was, you get a guilt trip. You would a guilt trip me. Why do you spoil my vibe now? Well, was telling me that
like my girl, dad.
just tell them, mention it that you're international, blah blah. After they've given you the offer, they might be inclined to keep it that way because, like, they really like you as a candidate.
So it's better to tell them that I dropped out from school than to tell them that.
as they gave me the verbal offer, I just told them, "Oh, that's nice. I like the pay, blah blah." They said, "Oh, you have to do drug test within 2 days." I have no problem with that.
I'll do that right now. I'll send it right now.
I'll send you my pay sample right now. I didn't have any problem with that, but then I just said, "Oh, actually, you remember the question you asked me?"
That was you about to make a mistake right there.
You remember the question you asked me 3 times?
That I came to your office and answered.
You flew me out.
Looked in your eyes and answered that question. I spoke to a couple people about it, and I think I might have misunderstood what you said. And I just wanted to clarify and just put this out there that I'm actually an international student. I won't need sponsorship to work. I will not need sponsorship to work for the internship, to do the internship. And first thing she said was, if you said this at the time you applied, we'll not be having this conversation. I said, wow, crazy, but it's true.
Yeah.
So that's so crazy. Wow.
She said, like, they don't even look at your application if you're international. Like, they just dump your resume. No. You get the automatic email saying, we've looked at your qualifications, we've looked at your citizenship status and determined that you are not fit for this position.
So what you said for question 2, and the other questions do not matter to us.
That's basic.
I'm not going to lie.
So
I mean, in England, when I was in school in England, and like obviously I have American. Those guys did not answer me. They didn't even want to hear. Like, you would think that, okay, I have an American passport. They'll rather jump off a cliff than hire you. I feel like they're even more lenient here because I feel like after like you finish your degree, you get like 1 year to work. Do you have like 1 year?
I'll speak on that, but
you're allowed to work
today or later.
In England, if you don't get the fuck out, you have you graduate in July, by October XYZ date. If you're not out the fucking country or you don't have a job and they've not paid for your visa, get the fuck out of this bitch. They don't care.
You have 4 months?
You literally have 4 months. If you like, guys,
that's a month more than we do.
Guys, if you not get the fuck out of here. Not only that, another thing that I realized is that with Americans, they don't understand qualifications that are not American. I know how many times I got rejected because these guys do not understand that I had a bachelor's degree from England. They will, once you mention that you went to school in the United Kingdom, they're like, oh, okay. You're not getting that job.
Nothing for you.
Nothing for you. You're not getting the job. They don't, guys. Someone with a 2.0 GPA is getting that job over you.
Let me just say one quick thing about this. When I was applying for jobs at first, like in my first couple years, I still had some stuff from Nigeria because like I interned in an insurance company. But once I started applying for jobs and I knew their vibe, any trace of Nigeria in my resume, I removed it. It was just remaining that I changed my name. That was all. Any trace of night, I didn't go from Kola. I didn't go to high school night.
My name is Kevin.
I just surfaced on Earth 2016 in the US.
Let me make you guys laugh.
Every trace.
My auntie's name is, so her maiden name is Noah, and like her English name is Angela. Her name is Auntie Nla. Do you know that when she applies, so she applied for jobs and they see her resume and it's Angela Noah. They'll be thinking it's one Oyibo babe they've hired. Obviously, they have their they pull up, she pulls up, and they see a black woman and they're like, huh?
What the fuck?
This could be a mistake.
She's married. Her last name is Yoruba. Her first name is Yoruba. Till today, her name is Angela Noah. She has not removed that Angela Noah from anywhere. When her mail comes, it's Angela Noah. I was like, you know what, Auntie, you're a real one for that. Now I understand. It makes perfect sense. And the system.
That's a real peel because I've gone for a career fair before, and like this was just a career fair. I didn't apply for a job. I was just coming to talk to the company. I'm interested in the company, and she saw my name. That is the mistake they do at career fairs. They give you name tag and you put it on your chest. Normally I won't, but they make you put it, at least at my college, they made you put it before you enter.
I put it and then I enter, I remove.
And tear it up. Yeah. I even remove my shirt.
Yeah.
But essentially she saw my name. And I was just asking about I'd actually applied.
I'm only thinking.
But I'd actually applied to the company and I went to follow up basically. So I said, I applied for this internship. Why I've not received a response? Like, has the position been filled or what's going on? She said, do you need sponsorship? Bro, I don't know what the fuck this was. This is not an on-site interview. I'm only inquiring. She said, do you need sponsorship? Of course. I said no, because I don't. Then she asked me, are you a citizen?
You're listening. That's always the right answer.
Are you a US citizen? Are you a US citizen? No.
Yes.
That is too strict.
Yes.
No, you'll be arrested for that. Are you a US citizen? No.
Impersonating a US citizen.
Are you a permanent resident? Are you a permanent resident? Do you have a green card? No. So how do you want to work?
Why are you talking to me right now?
How do you want to work? And
this conversation, what's happening?
Yeah, in my personal space, what are we talking about?
I don't even put my phone. I generally don't put my full name on my it's Temi, but like I should even change it to Tem because Tem is more like.
That's what I knew. Angela was too long, and I said Ange.
No, yeah, I should just put
Ange.
Sometimes people even think I'm a white babe. I'll take it until you meet me.
I was
talking to Ange and she said, well, I don't used to correct them. I said, yes, I said that. Yeah, I'm a she. And then
I even think like officially my name like at GSU is Temi. Like it's not even Temi Tokpe. Like they call me.
Yeah, my name at work is Kola. I can never give them my full name.
Even not much. Maybe K or Kevin.
Yeah. No, but for real, a lot of Asian people do that though.
No, they do.
Asian people, all their names are something, England, but you just see Becky.
No, I was about to say I had a friend, Kathy. Yes, I had a friend in England, Kathy. Her name was Kwan Xiaomei.
It was a Kathy.
But like she told me her name was Kathy, and I was like, I was moving like,
how is real.
Like Uche Jumbo Rodriguez. How? Which way?
Yeah, you need to stop that.
Which way? Uche Jumbo Rodriguez.
I can't like your arguments make sense. I would rather be a felon. I
hope with these 2 points of ours, we've been able to convince you
and not confuse you that
being a felon is better than being an international student.
But just to Temi's point about giving you 4 months in the UK, they actually give you 90 days here. You have 90 days. If you don't find a job, you need to evacuate the premises.
By the 85th day, you're going to sweat every day.
Yeah, you go by normal P's by once you start once you get to like 70 days, you
get your things in order.
No. I mean, some people do that if you have something for you, Nige. Another option is to volunteer. So you can volunteer and stay for that year.
Yeah.
No pay, you're paying rent. Maybe your parents are sending you more experience. You can do that. But the fact that they give 1 year for you, so they have this thing called OPT. They give 1 year for you to work in the US after you graduate.
Yeah.
Now, the issue is, if a company is not going to sponsor you, why would they employ you for 1 year?
Yeah.
They are not going to employ you for 1 year, train you, pay you all that money, and then you. So if the company is not sponsoring in the first place, they're not going to employ you for that 1 year. So is that you find a job that's going to sponsor you, or you get the fuck? Or you volunteer. You could also volunteer.
Volunteer for a short time though, because that rent will hook you like bow tie on your neck.
He choke.
But just
he said, why did you leave the States? He choke. The rains.
Fuck. Nah.
Just do anything in your immediate capacity to get a green card, to get permanent residency, to get temporary residence, to get an H-1B visa, to get a passport. If you need to marry again, go ahead.
It's so vast in the lingo.
I'm charging guys.
So vast in the lingo. Guys, Kola just rattled all the things on the bottom where they say, do you have a this or a this or a this or a this or a this?
I'm down to marry guys. 35K minimum.
Oh fuck!
One-time fee?
Like
that one-time fee?
Yeah, no, it's not a one-time fee. That's like the base pay, and then like yearly is just a 5K
based on performance awards.
Based on performance, it can go up, but it's the best.
Guy, that thing is tricky. That thing is a business one. It's also tricky.
But guys are charging 15K while we pay you 35K.
15
because you don't do your research.
Kola is ready.
Please, my employee. Please, I'm ready. Employed. Employed, not married.
Would you rather be married or employed? That's maybe our next question on the next day.
Angela has the dumbest questions. I don't know if you guys heard what Angela said earlier on when he was like, "Moi moi is moi moi a dessert."
That's a big we can't even begin to unpack that in this episode. That's
end this episode
varied
now.
and complex topic.
Just end this shit right now.
We can't get
end
into
this
that.
shit right now. I don't want to hear what you have to say. End it now.
That's what I'm saying. We can't get into it right now. It's such a varied, complex, and multi-layered topic. So we can't get into that.
Let me leave 2 words with you.
Okay.
Bean cake.
Bean cake. Yes. So I hope with these few words of ours, we've been able to convince you and not to confuse you that you'd rather be a felon than to be an international student. Now, whether you're talking to your friend, giving your opinion, speaking on social, selling dreams, doing whatever you may be doing, just make sure you're doing one thing, making it a sweet number. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.